Yo, what's up, everybody? You're tuned into Let's Talk About It with Cha-Cha and the unstoppable Run It Back crew. Get ready for high-octane discussions, epic stories, and non-stop energy. Let's get it started.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? This is Cha-Cha in the building as usual with another episode of Let's Talk About It.
Who comes out a winner? Me. Griffin once again. Undefeated champion of the world.
So what's up, man? What's going on with you, D-Lo? What's happening, man?
Not much. I mean, I know we normally do this on the main topic, but with Omega stepping away, which good luck to him in his music venture, and then Javi's not here, so we just doing things a little different this time. So, but no, I mean, good. We had the Thanksgiving holiday just passed, and then I had my 20-year reunion, so school reunion.
Oh,
so,
did you?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that?
It was good. It was good to see people I haven't seen in a really long time, and it was good vibes, and so
Yeah, it's always good to see people from your childhood.
and
man.
then I think here in like a year or two they're going to tear down the Henry Clay building because they're rebuilding a new one, and so we got to earlier in the day we got to take a tour of the building that we actually went to school in. So
What was the name of your high school?
Henry Clay.
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you went to school in Maysville.
I did from third grade to middle school.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know you went to Henry Clay.
Yeah, that's where me and Tamara met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah.
So, but I mean, other than that, just been busy, just doing all that, and then we still getting those heavy hours. So a little tired, but glad to be back doing this. We had a week off, so how you doing, man?
And I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying time off. I was off for Thanksgiving and then that Black Friday, but I also took off the next week. I took off Wednesday, so I got a little time in between that as well. So, yeah, I'm doing good, man. I can't complain, man. Bills is paid. Still got a roof over my head. Still able to feed myself.
Right. Man.
Car's still running.
I didn't think I was gonna get done with all those leftovers from Thanksgiving. I swear, it was good times though. I mean, for people that don't know, we are actually family, so we got to spend Thanksgiving together. I went to my mom before then.
Yeah.
So it was all good times. It's all.
Yeah. It was a good holiday.
Yeah.
Look forward to Christmas.
Yep. So what you got for us, man?
And this is crazy because this is an incident that happened at the Louis Armstrong airport. I was going to say hotel airport in New Orleans, Louisiana, and it actually happened while I was there. The incident, a man called in a bomb threat because he couldn't afford to pay the parking fee, so he thought he could get out of it by creating, an uproar within the airport or what have you, and he got caught.
Right.
He got caught, but it happened on November the 7th. So, it's crazy. I want to get into it because it's just, is this what we coming to where we just, if you can't afford it, we'll just get into it because it's a lot to unpack. So
sounds like it.
It's a lot. I mean, for real, that's a federal crime.
Yeah, that's
a federal crime.
That's serious. But I mean, did he try to think that he was gonna still catch his flight and get out of the parking?
He was trying to. I think he was trying to leave.
Oh, leave his car there and then leave.
No, he was trying to leave Louis Armstrong Airport. He wasn't flying out nowhere. He I don't know if he was dropping off somebody or what. But he was just trying to get out of, head on into New Orleans somewhere.
Oh.
He was just trying to leave the airport. And so he didn't have he couldn't pay the parking fees. I don't know if his car was parked. I don't know if he was coming home and his car was there or whatever. But yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, authorities in Louisiana say a man resorted to a bomb threat at Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport after he was unable to pay his parking fees. This is according to a sworn affidavit filed this week and cited by multiple media outlets. The bizarre incident unfolded earlier this month. It's far from a laughing matter, they say. It has raised concerns about airport security and the lengths to which people are willing to go when faced with financial or personal stress. Officials confirmed that the threat triggered an immediate emergency response, leading to a heightened security measures and temporary disruption of airport operations. Which, of course, I could see that.
Yeah, I don't see how that wouldn't have triggered anything less.
Yeah, that's crazy. So this is what happened. So, according to the affidavit, part of the federal case against his name is Corey Johnson. The man had parked his vehicle at the airport but realized he could not afford the parking charges when attempting to leave. So I'm thinking that he used long-term parking is what it sounds like. Or maybe it was short-term. It doesn't really say. It doesn't really say. I just know he was there. We know he was there, and whatever fees he needed to pay, he couldn't afford to pay. And instead of seeking assistance or alternative solutions, he allegedly phoned in a bomb threat, hoping to avoid payment. He was indicted in late November for allegedly calling in a bomb threat at the airport after a dispute over parking fees. So I don't really know what that means either. I don't know if he spoke with somebody or what. You know, it's interesting. Law enforcement officers quickly mobilized, treating the call as a credible threat. Bomb squads and emergency personnel were dispatched, and parts of the airport were placed under lockdown while security teams conducted sweeps of the premises. No explosives were found, and the threat was later determined to be false. However, the disruption caused delays for passengers and staff, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and so the affidavit states that the suspect was taken into custody shortly after the November 7th incident. He now faces charges related to making a false bomb threat, a crime that carries severe penalties under U.S. law. He faces up to 10 years. He faces up to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000, a quarter of a mil.
Well, and
it's not worth it.
He was worried about not paying a little
Yeah,
bit.
he got problems. He got problems.
Wow.
Legal experts note that bomb threats, even when hoaxes, can result in years of imprisonment and substantial fines. Beyond the criminal charges, the man could also be held financially liable for the costs incurred by the emergency response, which typically involves multiple agencies and specialized units.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, that's what happens if you want to do something like that's what happens. Because I mean, you gotta know better. Like, I mean, what you're trying to argue out of paying for parking. But then you want to call in a bomb threat?
A bomb threat.
Like,
I mean, I'm trying to, and if he used his cell phone,
yeah, like
he had to use his cell phone.
Yeah.
There's no other phone he could use, you know.
Because they don't have payphones.
Yeah, that's dead and gone. Yeah, I don't understand, man. Passengers at Louis Armstrong International told tales of confusion and anxiety as security teams swept through the terminals. Some flights were delayed, and travelers were temporarily evacuated from certain areas of the airport. That's crazy. Chaos. That's the word I was looking for. He just created a bunch of chaos. You know, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Airport officials later issued a statement reassuring the public that there was no actual danger and praising the swift response of law enforcement. And you know, the thing about it is that so they're not, you know, you're there at the airport and you don't know what's going on. All you see is, you know, these authorities pulling up and you just being instructed to do this and do that, because they don't want to cause a panic.
Right.
So you don't know what's going on, and then they're evacuating, so you don't know what it could be. Is it a bomb threat? Is it this? Is it that? They and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna say anything.
Wow.
Now, so the broader context of all of this is what they're saying is that besides the challenges airports face in balancing accessibility with security, the episode underscores the astonishing lengths to which individuals will go when confronted with everyday inconveniences. Parking disputes are routine, but transforming a minor financial frustration into a full-blown bomb scare is a leap into absurdity, which it is. And like I said, I don't know what this guy was thinking. I don't know what he's going through. You don't know. You don't know, but that going to that length, part of that could have been anger. It's frustration for sure. But still.
I mean, yeah, but you got to think of the major consequences of that, because I mean that's not like when somebody would call in a bomb threat to like when I went to high school, because there for a while we was getting bomb threats called in like every other week for some reason.
Yeah.
And then so like this is like an international airport.
Right. That's times 10.
Yeah.
That's that's times 10, and I don't know what would make him think that. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know.
That's wild to me.
I don't know where your emotions lie with that. I mean, that to me is just truly unstable. That's unstable. That's emotional instability.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, I could never see myself, no matter how angry I get, and that's me thinking rationally, of course. But
yeah,
to just go to that length, he needed to have a woo-saw moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because,
you rubbing the ears and all.
Yeah, right. He is going to. He's going to be punished for this. I mean, there's not going to be like probation. It's not going to be just that.
It's not a slap on the wrist. No, they're going to throw the book at you.
Yeah, you're going to do some time. Mm-hmm. You're going to do some time because they're going to make an example out of you. I mean, I've never heard of it. I mean, I'd have to research that to see if the bomb threat has ever been called. I'm sure it probably has, but not while you're sitting there in the airport.
Yeah.
Not over that.
Right. That's the thing, though. It's not over that. I mean, I'm pretty sure there has been bomb threats called in airports and stuff like that. But that's to an extent to where it's like really, like you said, like I don't know this man's situation, whatever. But to go to that length over paying to park, I can't see it. I can't even visualize that.
Yeah, I can't either. And it's okay. So it says such behavior reflects a troubling mentality, the willingness to weaponize fear over something as trivial as a parking fee. False threats don't merely waste resources; they erode public trust and force emergency teams to divert attention from genuine risks. Right. So now you've taken the time to call in this bomb threat. So now they have to get a team together to rush out to the airport and deal with something that doesn't exist while
other things
doing
are going
that.
on.
Right, while real life criminal activity is going on, and that's just that's just bad. That's bad business. That's just bad business.
And but the one thing that comes to my mind on it would be about what if it wasn't about an actual parking ticket? Like, what if it was actually a diversion of something that happened in the city?
And that's another thing, and so that's why I say they're going to have to look into it and investigate it. And he was picked up, and that's probably what that's probably his thing. That's probably what he's saying is, that's his story. I was just angry. I did this, I did that, and but still,
because that's a lot to just build over a parking pass.
Yeah,
paying for parking. I guess I don't know, man. That's a lot.
While financial stress is real, resorting to a bomb threat is not only inexcusable under the law, but also a reckless act that jeopardizes countless lives and livelihoods. It's crazy. So what happens next? As I wrap this up, The suspect is expected to appear in court the coming weeks. Prosecutors will likely pursue charges under federal statutes governing threats to transportation facilities. They're coming for him. They are coming for him. If convicted, he could face years behind bars. Meanwhile, airport authorities are reviewing their procedures to ensure rapid responses to similar incidences in the future. While the threat was false, officials say the event served as a reminder of the importance of vigilance in public spaces. So, law enforcement was praised for acting quickly, but they want to look into it to see if they can act even quicker. And maybe that's to be able to recognize a false threat versus a real threat.
Right.
You know, I mean, and that's the thing, because who's going to call in if there's an actual bomb?
Yeah.
You know, who if there's an actual bomb, does anybody ever really call it in?
Right.
You know, it's always a measure of, distraction.
Yeah.
You know, I've never heard of someone calling in and they're actually finding a bomb.
Yeah.
I haven't.
No, I haven't either. And I mean, you would think that, whoever was, trying to do malicious stuff, they wouldn't be snitching on themselves, unless it was like a message or
Yeah. And the sad part is he was in the airport. He was in the airport. There's no getting away from that. Cell towers, whatever. They're gonna track. They're gonna be able to especially the international airport. They probably have all kind of security methods just for that.
Yeah. So
now, once again, they're looking at heightening their method, which in turn could create more money spent. And so it's just,
and that's going to raise plane ticket sales and everything.
And imagine if the prosecution decides to look into his character. What is his criminal record like? What is his criminal history? What does he have a history of?
Right.
Does he have a criminal history of being emotionally unstable? For instance, assault and battery, getting in an issue with arguing with a female, assault for whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to look into all of that, because that's just not normal. That's not normal. And even if, it's not normal, and for you to resort to that under a situation that you deemed irrational, they're gonna look into it big time. They're gonna he's and like I said, it's crazy because I was there. I was 2 days away from being in the
know you would have
airport.
been stuck in that thing.
Oh boy, and it's bad enough. It's bad enough. My flight was canceled because of and at that time, remember, they were canceling flights because of the lack of staff, because of the holidays.
Damn.
People were already getting jammed up in the airports and everything. So while I was there in New Orleans, I got there on the 5th and was supposed to fly out on the 9th on Delta. And my Delta flight I got there on Wednesday and it got canceled on like Friday.
Wow.
So me and my coworker, we had to get another flight. Delta later rebooked us, but it was not what the American airline was a better flight. We got home like 3:00. So, but yeah, man, that's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm just now seeing this like a month later. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to talk to my supervisor about that.
Honestly, with all the stories all the good stories that you come out with, this is one that I'm speechless on. I don't know what. I don't even know how to react or what to say to that. That leaves me speechless. Like
I don't know. I don't know how. Like you said, it's just, you would never think that someone would stoop to that over parking fees.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, America, to wrap it up. I mean, why wouldn't you look into that before you took the time to park your vehicle there. You're supposed to always look into that. I don't know what he thought. Maybe he was thinking about some old fees from the 90s or early 2000s or whatever. But you got to make a phone call. We've got Cash App. We've got, I don't know his age. I don't know. And so I kind of want to follow up on this, because I want to know more about his mind state and why does he not have family or what? I don't know what he was thinking. But anyway,
was it a diversion tactic too? So we'll have to see about that one too.
Yeah, because if that be the case, then but nothing else went on in New Orleans at that time, so nothing else happened. So yeah. But anyway, America. So that's my Let's Talk About It segment for today. Feel free to drop a comment. Have you ever heard of any incidences, airport incidences, anything of that nature? Is this what do you feel about it? What do you feel about it? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll definitely respond to you and your, and whatever you have to say about it. So, this is Cha Cha with my man D-Lo.
Yo, what's up?
1.5 for the Run It Back, and we out. Peace. Deuces.